Thank you. All right, here's what we're going to be tracking. Dangerous heat starting to come our way. Could be looking at the hottest temperatures of the year and the first 100 in several years potentially coming our way here, especially those inland areas like Kinston, Kenansville, Greenville, Williamson, Windsor. Not out of the question for that here. Isolated showers or thunder showers at best once we get by today. In fact, if you're talking about some of those records, here's the records on Saturday, and you'll notice a lot of them upper 90s. I think we're going to be pretty close to breaking some of these records for us here Saturday, Sunday, or even potentially Monday as well. Today, not as much. We've got some showers and storms starting to develop here along the coastal areas. You can clearly see there's a low pressure system sitting right off of Ocracoke that developed out there over the Gulf Stream waters, and that's continuing to keep those showers or storms going, especially now you're seeing them there in Onslow, just inland from the beaches here, getting back to the Highway 17 corridor. But as I always stress, if you're close enough to hear thunder, you're potentially close enough to get struck by lightning, so keep that in mind. Where the sun has been out, like in Washington and New Bern, we're in the upper 80s for us here, just near that 90-degree mark almost in Jacksonville, with that cooler air coming in, still with those northeasterly winds around that low pressure system closer towards the coast, and it feels like the upper 90s close to 100 for the inland areas here. So it'll feel like the upper 90s for us today, but we had those feel-like temperatures into the 100s as we head through tomorrow. Now, 105 is the threshold for tripping off a heat advisory. We're going to be pretty close to that here, so the Weather Service will decide tomorrow morning as to whether they're going to issue that or not. But it looks like if we don't get it tomorrow, we'll definitely have it through the weekend for us here. High temperatures, upper 80s to near that 90-degree mark for those inland areas here, mid 80s along the coast where those showers or storms are going to be. We could see the potential of some patchy fog overnight tonight as we clear out. Still warm and humid with those temperatures into the 70s like this morning. And Future Track does show that high pressure continuing to dominate our weather. A piece of the one that was off the northern mid-Atlantic kind of breaks off and heads out towards the western part of our state. But now that this front has moved on through, that's going to keep the warm, humid air in place all the way through the weekend. No real chance of us getting a front through here until maybe the middle of next week, as this big upper level ridge is going to basically set up across the eastern seaboard. And again, you'll notice Future Track picking up on just some isolated sea breeze showers or thunder showers at times as we go through the weekend for us here. So like I said, we're talking dangerous heat here. Weather alert days are in effect for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and that could be extended into the middle part of next week, just depending on when we finally start to see this heat break for us here. But you'll notice those temperatures flirting with that century mark in some of the inland areas, and even talking about 90s at the beach. So do what you can to beat the heat, because this could be some of the hottest temperatures and longest stretch of these hot temperatures we've seen all year.